Man.
My legs. I ran for the first time in a few weeks.
Hey, folks. How are you? It's Rob here. Christy, you said that even before I asked. Come on. Hi, Grace. Hi, Christy. Great to sort of see you both. Thank you for answering what was going on in my mind, Christy, making sure that you can see me and hear me okay. I am going to do some screen sharing today, quite a bit actually, going through the funnel stuff. So we'll get started in just a second. Tons of people are already jumping on, so bear with me, and thank you that you can hear me and see me okay. So bear with me, and we'll get this thing rolling in just a sec. Grace, you can post questions now. I'll get to them after I go through everything with the funnel stuff. And obviously, if it's as related to the funnel, then I'll answer those. I'll try to answer it along the way, but certainly if it's not, I'm happy to answer it at the end. All right, you ready, Steve? Yep. Go. Hey, good to see all of you. Rob here with our BSPU call today. And, you know, I've been asked a lot about this, and I've talked about it here and there, but I really want to dive in deep. And what I call today is the ins and outs of my online book funnel, or any online book funnel for that matter, all your deepest desires revealed. That sounds like a great subtitle, doesn't it? So I am going to do quite a bit of screen sharing today because I want to go through my funnel. I actually want to show you my stats so far this year, it being you know, mid-June right now. And then I'm going to talk through a little bit of the mechanics and try to answer all of your questions and give you all of the ins and outs of the funnel itself. So again, BSPU call, ins and outs of my online book funnel, all your deepest desires revealed. Let's dive right in. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen, and let's dive in first and foremost with the funnel stats themselves. Okay. So what I'm showing you right now, this is kind of the sexy stuff, by the way, right? Is the stats from this year. You can see January 1st, 2019 to June 18th, 2019. Thus far this year, we've grossed about $154,000 in revenue. The average person who has come has spent just under $40. You may recall that this particular book funnel, now this is more complicated than most, so I'm not even recommending that you do this right out of the gate, but this is our free plus shipping book funnel. So we're offering publish, promote, profit for free. All someone has to do is pay $7.95 to have this shipped directly to them in the United States. It's $14.95 if it's shipped to Canada. And then overseas, we don't actually ship, but we do sell an ebook version for $5.60, which is half the price of what it's selling for on Amazon. Anyway, even though the offer is for $7.95, the average person spends $40 with us. How is that? Well, that's because of the number of upsells that we have. You can see thus far this year, we've sold 3,877 books through this funnel, plus 973 digital books. So all told, just under 5,000 just through this funnel. That does not include Amazon. The book does sell pretty much every day on Amazon, both the digital version and the softcover version. But this is just my funnel and what is trackable. And then we have a number of upsells. As you can see, the audio version of the book, 788 people have taken that, which has produced over $37,000 in revenue. The coaching upgrade, which some of you may have purchased the coaching upgrade, and that's why you're on this call right now. 118 people, that's produced $22,546 in revenue. And then there's the ebook version, another 17,000, et cetera. You get the idea. This is sexy, but let's go full disclosure and the truth with the funnel. I have spent $245, almost $246,000 to make $154,000. Now, someone will do the quick math, being the math genius that you are, and will say, well, Rob, you've lost $92,000 in this book funnel so far this year. And what I would say is yes, but I'm going to make it up on volume, which of course is ridiculous, but a little funny, hopefully. Anyway, no, you can't make it up on volume, because the more you sell, the more you lose. I literally lose money on every book that I sell. So why would I do that? Well, it's very simple. Your back-end offer, right? Ultimately, what it is that you're selling is what matters the most. And what that means is, of course, I am offering done-for-you services, done-for-you publishing, ghostwriting, book launches. As you know, you're my clients, as well as media and PR. And for those people, we have a higher price service that we offer and guarantee all the results. And so in that same roughly 5.5-month period, bestseller publishing, just through this funnel, not through various other things that we do, we've earned another $2 million. So the front end of 154,000 is nice, although when you see what the real math is like, I've lost 92. But really what I've done is I've invested 92,000, which is about 16,000 a month, to earn around 400,000 a month just through this funnel. Now, that's impossible to do if you don't have a great back-end offer, right? You have to have a great back-end offer to make that work. But if you do have a great back-end offer and you have a process in place, then it will work. Now, don't worry about all the numbers. You can subtract a zero off of this if this scares you. This is not where we started, right? This has morphed over the years to where we're comfortable spending thousands of dollars a day on Facebook ads and traffic via YouTube, Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn, which is starting very, very soon. So ignore the numbers. Just understand what the process is that we're doing. We're bringing people that have never heard of us into our world by offering a copy of my best-selling book. We offer it for free. They could buy it on Amazon for $24.95, but all they have to do is pay $7.95 and we will ship it to them. All of this is done hands-free, by the way, and I'll explain more of that later via our shipping company and fulfillment company. But ultimately, what we're trying to do is not to just sell books. What we're trying to do is bring in more clients into bestseller publishing, into our done-for-you services. They start with a small purchase to learn if we're the company for them, to build some trust in us. They have a consultative sales call with a member of our team, and then make a decision, you know what, I want to invest in one of bestseller publishing's guaranteed programs. This exact process works in dozens of different industries, everything from selling software to coaching and consulting services. So it will work for you as well, but you have to have a great back end in place. You have to have an offer on the back end that is high value, right? And because of that, higher investment. When you have that in place, then this will work for you in its current form, right? Obviously, there are many other forms. I'm just showing you mine, okay? So 153 on the front end, cost 245 to get that 153, but ultimately it's brought in about a little over $2.5 million in income to bestseller publishing. That is a good deal for us. That works out great. And obviously, I think you would agree, 92,000 out of my pocket over that period of time, 5.5 months, but the return on investment is significant. Now, what does the funnel look like? Let's just walk through the funnel briefly, and then I'm going to talk through the mechanics of it a little bit. You probably have seen this because you might have come into my world because of this, but this is the first page of the funnel. If you've been following this, you'll notice that I offered something new recently, 3 bonus trainings that are $1,197 value. I hadn't offered this before, and you can see people are purchasing it constantly. We have anywhere between maybe a low of 25 or 30 to a high of 50 or 60 a day that are purchasing the free plus shipping offer. So this is page 1, which gives all the reasons, including, my video as to why they should invest in this free book. Some people still get annoyed and peeved. How can you call it free when it's $7.95? And I just tell them, look, if you want, you can go on Amazon and buy it. All we ask is that you cover shipping. We're going to print the book and do everything else. You just cover shipping, and we're going to send it to you. I don't worry about the people that get upset. They're not my clients anyway. Instead, I worry about serving my potential clients, and I want to get this into as many hands as possible. Okay. By the way, this is the edition that we made. If you want to see this, it's publishpromoteprofit.com /free book. This is the edition. These are the 3 bonuses that we offered that are actually really cool bonuses. And people have purchased the book just because of the bonuses, which again brings them into our world. The first upsell, and again, I'm giving you the complicated version. This is our version. I don't necessarily recommend that somebody that's brand new or a beginner do all of this, but if you can and know how, then by all means it works. My first upsell is basically the audio version of the book and a 6-video training course that I've put together. Very high value. I'm only selling it for $47. So that's why we get, going back to my ClickFunnels, that's why we get almost 20% of all the people that buy take this first offer of $47. And this is all digital. It's all fulfilled automatically through our ClickFunnels system. And because of that, I don't have to do anything. But look, it's added $37,000 to my bottom line so far this year. So it might seem small, just $47, but it sure adds up over time. And then the last offer, I'm not going to show you offer number 2, which is the coaching offer, which is $297 or 3 payments of $97. But ultimately what we really want is we want people to fill out a free strategy session application. We want them to have a one-on-one consultative call. And literally just 5 minutes ago, I saw someone purchase my book and went through the whole system and immediately filled out an application. That's exactly what we want to happen. It doesn't happen with every single person. In fact, most people do not immediately fill out an application, but we have an autoresponder sequence through ActiveCampaign that brings them back to fill out an application so our team can have a one-on-one call. Besides that, we do text, email, and many times, not always, not as much as I'd like, but many times outbound dial every single purchaser of our book. Because when somebody purchases, they give us their telephone number. So if they've spent money with me, $7.95 minimum, we want to talk to them. They're actually a customer of ours. So we will outbound dial them and say, hi, hey, your book is on the way, or you received your book last week. Have you read it yet? Do you like it? Would you like to have a one-on-one coaching call? These are buyers of ours. I've shared with you, perhaps you recall in the past, that we've actually converted $45,000 deals from an outbound call to a buyer of the book that never filled out an application, because these are people that still want all of the services that we offer. Again, the back end is what makes all of this work. It doesn't work by losing $92,000 and getting books in people's hands. $5,000, but it doesn't work that way. It works because I have something that is a higher investment, that is more involved, that is a guaranteed service that we offer to help people with whatever their needs are surrounding the book. If you have that, then a book funnel makes total sense for you to have. So let's talk through the mechanics for a few minutes. First of all of these books are fulfilled, shipped, etc., via a company or you personally. We do not, this funnel is not in any way, shape, or form connected with Amazon, okay? Amazon, in one sense, is a competitor with us. Amazon is selling the book on its own through its own traffic for $24.95, $11.95 for the digital version of the book, and I am competing with Amazon through my own funnel. Why? Because any book that gets purchased through Amazon, I do not get the buyer information on. I can't go back and offer them additional things for sale. Amazon can. So I have to send the people to my funnel directly via Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc. And then they go through my funnel, and we do not send them to Amazon to have the book printed and shipped. Instead, we use a fulfillment company. Now, we use Mike Frederick at Corporate Color Printing. Mike is fantastic. If any of you want Mike's information, then I'm happy to give that to you. He's been fantastic with us. A great fulfillment company should cost you anywhere between $7.50 and $8.50 to fulfill an average size book. This is like 175 pages, an average size softcover book printed and shipped without you ever touching it. Now, if you're going to start this on your own and you're starting it very small, then what you can actually do, and we did this in the very beginning, is you can self-fulfill. You can print 100 bucks on books on Amazon for about $300, about $3 a book, and you can print 5 or 500. It's very simple, and it's still about the same price, $3 or so for an average book like this. And you can have those books shipped to your home, and then every single time somebody buys, you can go ahead and fulfill it yourself, ship it yourself. Now, is that a hassle? Yeah, it's a hassle when you got 5,000, right, that you're running through. So that is a hassle, and that's not something that you're going to want to do, you know, with thousands of books. But to start, that may be a good idea for you. On the other hand, someone like Mike's company can integrate directly with ClickFunnels and can fulfill. Now, they print for me as well, which is one of the reasons that I moved from the previous fulfillment company. The previous fulfillment company, I had to print with Amazon, ship it to them, and then they handle all the fulfillment. They were fantastic, but I wanted a company that could do all of it directly in-house, so I would never risk being out of books, because I was out of books, you may remember, last year because we were moving so many of these. So I like Mike at Corporate Color Printing, but if you're only going to print 100 books, it may be more expensive to do it through Mike. Might cost $4 or $5. So what you have to do in that situation is go ahead and print them on Amazon, ship them over to Mike, right? And then Mike can do the rest of fulfillment. Either way, it should be fully fulfilled, shipping cost, everything, for around $8. Now that's why I charge $7.95, because that $7.95 literally handles the printing, shipping, and fulfillment of this book. I'm in the hole, so to speak, initially, because of the cost to advertise the book and bring the person into my world. So again, you cannot, nor do you want to fulfill directly on Amazon, because if you send someone from your funnel to Amazon, then that means that you're not going to get the lead. Now, a little trick that you can do initially if you want to is you can actually, if you don't want to print a bunch of books and you don't want to set up with a fulfillment company and you want to do the fulfillment yourself, a little trick or hack that you can do is you can actually go through your back-end system, right? So when you launch with Bestseller Publishing and work with us, we're going to set all of this account. Your account's going to be set up on Amazon, and you can go and buy the book anytime. What you can do is you can literally log in, buy the book for cost, and ship it to anybody. So a little hack, right? It's manual labor, meaning that you're going to have to do it yourself or have somebody do it. But if you're only going to sell 1, 2, or 3 of these a day initially and figure things out, then you can still run them through your own funnel. Don't send them to Amazon. But after they buy and pay through Stripe to you, you can go on Amazon and you can go into your back office and you can ship the book directly from Amazon to them for about the same price, maybe $7 or $8. We don't do that, obviously, because it's a lot more manual labor. We would rather have the entire process organized, right? Done by somebody else, hands-free for us, because we're moving 1,000, plus books every single month. And our goal is to move even more of those. At this point, we can't even handle the leads that we get from it. So this is the ins and outs of the book funnel, all your deepest desires revealed. This is the mechanics of it. But let me remind you, and maybe in some ways most importantly explain, that all of this makes sense because there's a great back end in place, right? If you're a coach, you have to have a great coaching offer. If you're a consultant, you have to have a great consulting offer. If you're a service provider, you need to have a great service offer, something that is a higher ticket item that is a significant higher investment. We recommend something at least $3,000 to $5,000. If you can get an investment that's even higher than that, then that's even better. But at least $3,000 to $5,000. That's what makes all of this work. And then you can drive as much traffic through your book funnel as you like, and have literally an endless stream of leads of people that aren't just, opting in, right, for a free thing, which those are not great leads, but people that are actually pulling out their wallet, pulling out their credit card, typing in the digits and saying, I'm willing to pay something for this. We have found that it's 16 times more valuable to have somebody that buys the book for $7.95 than someone that just gives us an email address. So it's worth its weight in gold. You need to have a book funnel. It doesn't need to be as complicated as this. It can be quite simple. And I've shared different examples that you can use, but this is what you've asked me. You've asked me to give you more details of it. These are the details. This is the way that you can grow your business, certainly to $1 million and even multi-millions, as we've done with a best-selling book. That's it, guys. Hopefully that's helpful to you today. And that is the ins and outs and your deepest, darkest desires for a book funnel. Okay, let's go to any questions that you have. I'm going to stop sharing and go back here, and let's see if I can answer your questions and help. Pete says, hi, Rob, can you please give us the contact info for your fulfillment company? 100%, Pete. Here's what I'll do. I will put Mike Frederick's information in the Bestseller Publishing Mastermind area in just a second. And when I do that, you'll have it and you can contact him directly. By the way, I'm going to share my screen again because I'm not totally done. I need to go to our Facebook page and share some things there. Let's see. Homer Simpson smoking. You don't need to see that. All right. Let's see what other questions you have. Graham says, I use Active Campaign. Any chance I can get a look at the follow-up campaigns? I know that's a big ask. Thank you for recognizing that's a big ask, seeing as I spent thousands of dollars to have those done. But, there is a great scripture that says, ask and you shall receive. Who am I to say no? So, Graham, I will share that with you and kind of on a private basis. I'm sure others of you now that are on this call will want it as well. I don't want to make it public in the entire group, although I may just do that. So, I guess the short answer is yes. I can't sell it because I just gave it away. So there you go. Congratulations. I want to over deliver, right? I want you to be super happy that you became a client of Bestseller Publishing, Graham. Grant says, thank you very much. I'm grateful beyond measure. Awesome. That's a huge over deliver. I love it. You know what? A nice little payment of a nice little video testimonial, Graham, would be so kind, so kind. Grace says, I just finished my manuscript. Hey, congratulations, Grace. That's awesome. And included most of my info products as downloads in the book. Now I have no idea what my backend offer should be. How do I build the right kind of backend that over delivers value? Do I need to create all new products? So obviously, if you're giving away stuff, if you're giving away all of your products, then yes, you need to create new ones that you can sell. You can't give it away and also sell it. However, products are not the kind of high ticket back end that I recommend, Grace, except in this instance. And this is a much deeper question that can be answered in a short version, but let me give you the shortest version I can. So if you can take one of your products and actually create a process around that product so that somebody can be coached on you in a group format and implement that thing, then that now becomes infinitely more valuable. So as an example, we just started yesterday our free event model coaching. The free event model is really an information product, right? We're teaching on it and recording everything, and it's an information product. But an information product is only worth, on the low end, $300, on the high end, $1,500 to $2,000. However, we sold it. In fact, we sold it for $8,000, right? And because we sold it for up to $8,000, it needed to be more valuable than an information product. How do we make it more valuable? Well, we created an 8-week system around it where me and my business partner on this, Kevin Hutto, my friend, are actually going to help people implement the things that we're teaching. So we have a group call together. We then do a group Q&A call. We'll even help people one-on-one and personally to integrate every element of it. So if you have within your course something that, creates transformation in someone's life, and you can create like 8 weeks where you actually help them implement it, well, it now goes from 500 in value to 5,000 in value. So that's a kind of a short version of how you can create a higher ticket item from a course that you create. Remember, the key is it has to be a great result that you're getting for somebody. And Andrea says, did you purchase ClickFunnels? Yes. Yeah, I've been a ClickFunnels user since beta. I've been using ClickFunnels. Russell Brunson's a personal friend of mine. So yes, everything is done through ClickFunnels, Andrea, and we love ClickFunnels. I do have kind of a private link where you can get either a trial or you can get a reduced price for ClickFunnels. It is an affiliate link, so I earn a small affiliate commission for it, but it's more beneficial to use this link than for you to just buy ClickFunnels on your own, because it does give you some additional benefits that, because I was a mastermind member of Russell's for 3 years, he's been a client of mine. We've helped him with book launches, etc. I have this. So if you're interested in that, Andrea, I'm happy to post that in the mastermind area. Let's see. Graham says, done. Awesome. Thank you, Graham. Andrea says, what were your sales numbers set up in ClickFunnels? I don't know that I understand your question, Andrea. Were your sales numbers set up in ClickFunnels? So all of this is ClickFunnels. So you can see ClickFunnels. This is one particular funnel. All of these are products. This is the book, the physical version. This is upsell number 1, the digital version. This is upsell number 2, the coaching thing. This is the digital version of the book that we're selling, etc. So short version is, yes, everything is set up in ClickFunnels. Again, Graham, you're going to make that video. Thank you. If anybody else wants my my emails, then yeah, at least I get a great video about BSP over delivering. I love that. Glad you thought of that, Graham. Thank you. Marie says, what did you just sell? I was writing notes. Sorry, I meant to say giveaway. My autoresponder campaign, Marie. When somebody purchases or does not purchase, they go into a campaign through ActiveCampaign. That's what I use. And it automatically emails them every single day. If they didn't buy the book, it emails them every day, buy the book, buy the book, buy the book. If they did buy the book, then it emails them every day, get it, fill out an application, get on a coaching call. Ooh, major wreck just outside my office, I heard. Yikes. Let's see. Grace says, yes, I've used these info products for a 6-week walkthrough program. Awesome. That's the way to create it. Craig says, my book is in cover design, Rob. Yes. Congratulations, Craig. And I have 2 fantastic high-value back-end offers. Who can help me evaluate the process I've developed from your info to make sure I'm in sync? Also would love to have help in pricing both group coaching and one-on-one consulting. So Craig, there's kind of one main way to do that, and that is if you submit that stuff to me, I will do it live in front of everybody. If you're willing to be, an example, I'll do it just like the reason that I'm doing this training today is because I had questions about the book funnel and I wanted to do that for everybody. So if you're willing to have me do it live, then I'll gladly do it live. All I would ask is that you give me all of the details of what your questions are going to be, exactly what it is that you're trying to accomplish, and we'll brainstorm it together so everyone can learn from it. Andrew says, great, I would love the link. You got it. I'll put the link in the Bestsellers Mastermind page, Andrea, and I'll tag you on it. Let me just make a note of that. Andrea, ClickFunnels link. Great. Grace says, I've noticed you have many high quality testimonials in the front of your book. How do we get some of these prior to publishing? You know, you ask, Grace. You know, I do a lot of live events, and usually 3 to 6 a year. And at those live events, I over deliver, or at least I try to. And then I bring a videographer and I have them video testimonials that people give. Besides that, I mean, you just saw me ask, you know, for a testimonial because I was willing to give Graham my autoresponder sequence, which is very, very valuable. And Graham was willing to shoot me a video. So you just have to ask and incentivize. If you can incentivize, great. If not, just over deliver, give, you know, help people and then ask them, hey, would you mind just creating a video testimonial for me? And people will gladly do that. There's no short answer. There's no shortcut to doing that. Andrea says, yes, I'd like the active campaign email funnel as well. You get it. You will get it, Andrea. All I ask in return is shoot me a video, like a 1 minute on your iPhone video testimonial of what it's been like to work with Bestseller Publishing. And in fact, you know what I'll do is I'll post this in the BSP area, what I'm asking for, and I could even post a couple of questions that can help. You know, why did you choose BSP? What it's been like working with BSP, that kind of thing. If you don't mind doing that, a 1 minute thing, that would help me a ton, and I'm glad to share with you my stuff. Craig says, I'm in. I'll gladly put it together. Awesome. Andrea, let's see, I have the content editing almost finished. Awesome. Congratulations. I know that was a lot. What should I focus on next? The cover? Yeah, the cover. You need to be working on your offer all along the process, right? You need to be thinking through that all along the process. Obviously, being on these calls, you know, Craig and I are going to work on this together, maybe next week, maybe the week after. And so that is a call that you definitely want to be on because it's going to give you some format to think about your offer. The cover, you just have to fill out the cover creation form and then work with Steve directly on that. Marie says, not sure I'm ready for ClickFunnels yet, but can I please have the link? Thanks again so much to learn. It can be overwhelming. It can be. I know the stuff I'm showing you, it's pretty advanced, Marie, so please don't get overwhelmed with it. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I shared a way that for free, you can use your book to attract leads and phone calls. You know, I give you lots of different ways to just be thinking about using your book that doesn't include a lot of these complicated things. So at least be doing something with your book. Don't think, okay, I need to start drinking from a fire hose immediately. Grace says, where do you post your video testimonials? I assume you take their words to post in your book. I do. So we have tons of video testimonials on our bestsellerpublishing.org page. We also have some, also right on you know, my book page, like, you know, here's video testimonials that we've done. Here's a bunch more. I've taken some of these and I just transcribed them and used them. So, you know, that's, you know, and some I don't even publicize. I just transcribe them and use them. Andrea, thanks, Rob. Yes, I would be more than happy to do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Grace says, yay to session on back-end offers. Awesome, good. Probably that will be very, very popular. So, okay, so I know I have ClickFunnels for several of you. I have the email autoresponder campaign for several of you. What I'm going to do with that one, Graham wanted it. I think, did Craig want it? Marie wanted it? I'm not sure all of who wanted it, but I know it started with you, Graham. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a post in the Facebook group, and I'm just going to make some suggestions. And I'm going to say anybody that's willing to do a you know, a 1 minute testimonial video, maybe answering these quick questions, you know, just comment below, and I will private message you a Dropbox link with the autoresponder campaign in it, and I'll just trust that you Facebook message me the video or whatever whenever you can. I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful to share my stuff with you. So, and Grace, yes to the autoresponder, please. You got it. You got it, Grace. So Craig, Grace, just make sure that you look in the Facebook mastermind page right afterwards, like in the next 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I'll give you all of the directions for it. Graham says, that's a great deal, folks. Thanks, Rob. You're welcome. You're welcome. It did cost me thousands of dollars to have emails written and copy written and all of that. So it is super valuable. Great. Good stuff. Fantastic questions today. Thank you for that. One last thing I would like to ask of you is this is this week's book for review. So this is, as you may remember, and let me just remind you of the details of this. This is not part of our service at Bestseller Publishing, okay? You didn't pay for this. You didn't buy this. It's not part of our service. This is something that I am trying to do to create community and get you guys working and cooperating together. So how do I do that? Well, it's really simple. For those of you that want book reviews, all I'm asking is that you go on and that you offer your fellow authors a review. That's it. I want to make it really, really clear. It's not part of what you bought. It's not part of what you paid for. It's me trying to help you guys help one another in community. So if you want reviews for your book and you want me to highlight your book, like I'm doing right now with Debbie's book, The Family Letter, then what I need you to do is go and buy Debbie's book right now, read a couple chapters of it, offer a review on her book, and then post on here, Rob, I downloaded the book and I offered a review on it. Great. Then guess what? I'm going to do that for you. When you're ready, you just come back to me and say, Rob, my book is done. The editing's done. It's up. It's good to go. And now I need reviews. Awesome. Then you're going to get the same treatment that I'm giving to Debbie and that I've given to others. So do me a favor. Go on the Bestseller Mastermind page, download Debbie's book, read a couple of chapters, offer a review, and then post in here that you did it, and I will gladly do that for you as well. I know I've said this 3 times already. I'm going to say it again. This is not what you bought with Bestseller Publishing. A couple of people have come back and said, hey, you know, I bought this thing and where are my reviews? No, you didn't buy this. This is me trying to create community. This is me trying to get you guys to help one another, because when you do that, right, everybody rises. So this is me just trying to create that. If you're willing to participate in the community, download someone else's book and offer a review, then of course I want to do the same thing for you and get somebody else to offer a review for you. Okay? Hopefully that's fair and you get it 100%. Please download Debbie's book. It's a great book. Read a couple chapters and offer a review, then post, and I will do the same thing for you. You guys are terrific. Thank you for trusting BSP, and let us be done. And go check the Facebook group, because I'm going to list those links and also the ClickFunnels stuff so that you guys have it. You guys are great. Have a great week and talk to you next week.